Welcome to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. My name is Rich Norton. I'm excited, thrilled, and happy to be here. I'm back here in the lovely city of Jacksonville, Florida, recording live at Hands and Feet Foundation. This is a great ministry. You've heard much about it. You'll hear some of the commercials. Give to that ministry. Great things are happening. Lives are being changed. Miracles are happening on a daily basis. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do and all the giving that you've done up to this point. With Retriever Merchant Solutions, we are extremely blessed, and we understand that we are blessed to be a blessing. People ask, what is the key to success? And I've talked about that a lot. I've talked about desire. Desire is very important. We can look into someone's eyes and we know just by seeing in their eyes that they have that determination to be successful. They have the willingness to be successful. They're ready to do whatever it takes to become successful. But there's a lot more to it than that also. Consistency is very important also. Many times people achieve a certain level and they have success one day. They go out and write 2 merchants. It's like, wow, I can take off the next day. As a matter of fact, I may take off the next 2 days. And then they're getting ready to go back to work and their mindset isn't right and it's difficult to get back into work. They lose their confidence, they lose their timing, they lose their momentum. Consistency is the key to success. When you take your weekends off, enjoy the weekend. Have a blast, have fun. You'll never regret taking the weekends off. But when Monday comes back around, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, go to work, go to work, go to work. There's a formula. I was talking to one of our representatives the other day. It's called Goya, G-O-Y-A. Get off your, you know what the rest comes. In church they say, get off your blessed assurance. Right? So Goya being the key. Go out there and go to work and have fun. But also persistence is the key. And what that means is never ever giving up. I see people that come into this business and other different direct sales, and the worst thing that they can say is, you know what, I'm going to give it a try and see how it works out. If that's your mentality, you will fail. I'm being brutally honest, because if you have the attitude that you're going to give it a try, as soon as something goes wrong, guess what happens? You quit, because it didn't work out, and you look back and you say, well, at least I gave it the old college try. I gave it my best. But when you have persistence, and what that means is, when you say, I am not looking back. This is an amazing opportunity. I'm learning this business. I know it's going to be difficult. It may be tough when I first start out, but I'm not looking back. I'm burning the bridge. Everything else is behind me. I am marching forward. I will persist until I succeed. I'm never going to give up. I'm never going to quit. I'm never looking back. I'm going to make it happen. So do you see the difference right there? It's a big difference between I'm going to give it a try, I'm going to do it. Just like that commercial says, just do it. If you have persistence and you have consistency and you work and you have that philosophy that you're never, ever, 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 I'll say that again, ever, ever, ever going to give up, you're going to have success. That's what it's all about. I will not quit. I'm not a quitter. You've heard the phrase, winners never quit, quitters never win. It sounds corny, but how true that is. So take advantage of this amazing opportunity. Don't look back. I never want to paint a picture of a bunch of people partying down, making all kinds of money, and just having it easy. It requires effort. You know, people will say to me, Rich Norton, you're just a lucky guy. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. The harder I work, the luckier I get. I've been doing this 18 years. I'll give you a prime example. This morning, I woke up at 4 o'clock, did my exercises, did my workout, played my guitar. I left the home at 6:30 in the morning. Now I know, I'm calling some of you out right now. Some of you were still sleeping. 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, we're just rising. I drove 4 hours to the area, from Jacksonville, Florida to Carabel, Florida. I had a referral. I went out and wrote 2 of them that were in that business, turned around, drove 4 hours back, and then wrote a merchant in Jacksonville, Florida. 9 hours of being in the car, but you know what was great? I got to call a bunch of our representatives, Pete Longton and Kurt DeRozier and Sean Benson, and great representatives all around the country, and I used that as office time, and I enjoyed it, and came back with a great, great day. That's what it's all about. I don't say that to brag, but effort, effort, effort. If you do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you are going to make a lot of money and you're going to have success. How much clearer can it get? So it's there for you. I'm excited about today because speaking of a guy that does not quit, I have a wonderful guest on my show. This guy is a rock star. When you meet him, I know many of you have, but when you hear him on the show, you're going to learn a lot about what he does, what's the key to success for him, and he is just making it happen. He's setting the world on fire. He's in the top 5 representatives in the country, only been in the business for 3 years, already won a trip, get ready to win another trip again at the same time. His name is Ricardo Alfonso. He's going to be sharing some of his success with you. We're going to share his story. I am thrilled and happy that you're going to get a chance to hear about his testimony, and I know he's excited. You'll see him smiling throughout the whole show. We're going to have laugh. We're going to have fun. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, break out your notebooks, write some things down, maybe ask yourself, what am I doing different than what Ricardo is doing, and write all these things down. I'm going to take a short break for a couple moments, listen to these awesome commercials. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Phoebe Dupre, and I'm here to present to you on behalf of Retriever Merchant Solutions, an amazing direct sales position where you can earn a 6-figure income, trips, bonuses, and at the same time develop your self-confidence and a positive attitude. Contact us at 904-434-4635 or opportunity.rps@gmail.com.
Hi, it's Rich Norton. I am a board member for the Haven Horse Ranch in St. Augustine, Florida. This is a wonderful ministry that specializes in equine therapy for special needs children. What an amazing ministry. If you'd like to support this ministry, go to havenhorseranch.org, havenhorseranch.org in St. Augustine, Florida, and you will bless somebody and you'll get blessed yourself. Appreciate you doing that. God bless.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet West Side's the best side. There you go. It's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet West Side. God bless.
Rock and roll, bro.
Please donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation West Side today. This ministry is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They feed people everyday hot meals. They give away clothes and food, and they also offer a sanctuary and prayer. Donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation on the West Side, Jacksonville, Florida, right there on 103rd Street. God bless you. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. We're on a mission for God.
Please visit Hands and Feet Westside, www.facebook.com/handsandfeet.org, or give them a call at 904-465-5083. 904-465-5083.
Hey everybody, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org and support them. Don't forget, support for the Son of Man who came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10.
Welcome back to RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. Rich Norton here again with my good friend and brother Ricardo Alfonso. Great to have him on the show. I told you he's a smiler and he's a laugher, so this is going to be a fun show. I got to tell something real quick. Whatever you think, that's what you are. I got to tell a funny story about Ricardo.
Oh, sure.
You don't mind if I do that, right?
No,
I'm already going to do it anyway. Ricardo, when he first started out a little bit slow in the business. And when I talked about earlier about not quitting, never giving up, that's his mentality, that's his attitude. And I remember him coming up to me and he said, you know, Rich, sometimes I think people may not understand me because of my accent, right? Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And I did say, okay, let's make the people drop the defense down and let's have fun with that. So I told him, this is what you're going to do from now on. When you walk into a business and you speak to the people, doesn't matter what nationality they're at, just say to them, say, look, if any time I'm talking you don't understand me, stop me, because I'm from Alabama and you may not understand my accent, right? And he started doing that.
Yes,
So
yeah,
did it work?
Absolutely. Of course it does work. You know, people laugh.
Exactly. Do you still do that?
Sometimes.
Okay, good. But anyways, it just kind of brought the defense down. But Ricardo has been in the industry for how many years now?
3 years.
3 years, okay. And we've gotten to know each other and gotten to be good friends too at the same time. When you first started out, I want you to talk to everybody out there on the difficulties, because sometimes people come in and they look at you and they see your name at the top of the board and they say, that guy just was a star right from the beginning. And that wasn't the case, right?
No, it wasn't the case.
So tell everybody out there nice and loud, you know, how it was for you starting out into the business. Maybe give your background, where you came from and what got you into the business and how it was when you first started.
Well, thank you, Rich. I appreciate being here. Well, I'm a happy, proud Colombian guy. I came here to this country about 27 years ago. And you know, when you come to this great country, it's like you're born again. You don't speak the language, you don't know nothing. I mean, you start from scratch. As a matter of fact, people think that you're slow. It's true, you know, because
Sure.
you do not comprehend anything. But it's been a long ride, and I really love my family. They are my motivation. This country is so great, and I truly appreciate everything. Today I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm real proud to be a U.S. citizen. As a matter of fact, I shared, yesterday I shared with Rich, my wife became a U.S. citizen, so thank you.
I have to say that was absolutely fantastic. He shared that text with me, and praise God, awesome. And the trip that you're going on to, Turks and Caicos, she'll be able to come on that trip with you, so that's wonderful. So congratulations there.
Thank you very much.
That's great news.
But it really is about you. You as a person, doesn't matter if you're in the United States, in China, in Colombia, anywhere that you be. It's about you. And if you have the determination Rich was talking about, you know, don't ever quit. Well, it's true, it's a determination. If you made up your mind and you make the determination to succeed, you got it. You're not gonna look for excuses, you're not gonna be sorry for yourself. You just wanna see how can you make it. And that was my whole thing. One thing I knew is I gotta be myself. I be honest about my limitations, and I be honest with people also. Merchant appreciate that. Just to give you a little background on what I did, that really made me real happy was this. I used to be a technician, just a cable guy. That was me, the cable guy, the happy cable guy.
The cable guy.
No, not like the movie. But I started as a technician. The years go by. I was approached by a manager, and he likes my customer service score. He says, "How come you maintain that high? Can you share that with us?" I told him, you know, I believe in respect. I believe in consideration. You have to show that, and I gotta say, it's gotta be part of your nature. You know, it cannot be fake. And I work a lot on that, be conscious about it. Just to give an example, if I went to a house and I see the 16 years old come out with not much dressing, so I just turn my head away, now staring. I ask if I can put my tools there. People love that. So I share that with the manager. He said, I want you to become my supervisor. I said, no way. No way, because I was making cash money, and I was happy making money
Sure.
here and there.
Sure.
But, the time goes, and I was getting older, and I say, you know what? My daughter says, why you don't do that? So I did it. And then after being supervisor, I became the site manager for the company for a few years. And what the amazing thing happens to me was the company in Jacksonville became, for the first time, #1 in the United States. And everybody was kind of amazing. They want to know how I did it. I promise you, I didn't do nothing to get that. That was not my goal.
Sure. You were just being yourself and doing what you do.
But because I spy for example, the technician needs support, the supervisor needs support, that you have to have compassion, that you have to understand others. So I did that in a unique way. I asked my wife, because she likes decoration and all that, can we change the office? It's kind of, so she went there, put some plans, some pictures. So perception matters.
Sure.
And it goes when you dress up too and go to
Absolutely.
Merchants,
Yeah. Appearance.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are telling them, I respect you, I want to be part of your business. So you are talking in the way that you express yourself. Excuse my accent, but I try to do my best, But that's basically what I do. No secrets. I just get up every day. I go every day. I don't miss a day. Sometimes I don't do anything. I don't sign nothing. I come and kind of, oh my gosh, I didn't sign anything. But some days I do 2 or 3.
Yeah, you keep plugging away.
Yes.
I want to go back, and I wanted, because you had this opportunity being a technician, right? Things seem to be going well, and all of a sudden, something happened there,
Yes.
right? And sometimes when something like that happens, you think, wow, my whole world has fallen apart. But when a door closes, another one opens. So talk about how that went.
Well, thank you. That was real difficult in many people know I'm a Christian also, but at that moment when one day they told me, AT&T bought the company, bought DirecTV, they bought it out, now you got no job. So I was sitting at the desk. My tears want to come, I kind of hold it because there was other people there, but they were telling me that I'm gone. And I said, what am I gonna do? I cannot be a technician anymore. I don't have the strength. I don't want to be out there again. And it was super tough. And somebody told me, you know what? Maybe God has something better for you. At the moment, I didn't even realize that I was becoming true. Then I started meeting people that are more in relationship with God. We're not talking about religion. I respect every single one, but we're talking about relationship with God. And then when people try to do their best, the right thing, I think things are better. So that's how my journey started with Retriever. I met Richie. I talked to him. Jack Eubanks was the one. I thank you, Jack, because he's the one who got me into this. I always appreciate that for him. What he did. Yes, he did.
Absolutely. Yes.
But then I met Rich, and as you know, everybody knows Rich supports everybody. I mean, he doesn't discriminate, not even Latinos, right?
You're my favorite.
So that's how it started. Talking to Richard and let him know I was worried, I was scared because the money. I mean, how am I gonna get the money to pay the rent, to do this, to do that? And Rich said, just keep going, my friend, keep going. And that's exactly what I did. And then I started meeting with them every Thursday. We did the Bible study. We're still doing it. And it gave me strength. I don't know if you want to stop me because I can't keep going.
Keep going. It's your show, my friend. This is great. I mean, they need to hear this story because, when new people start out, like I was saying earlier, they think, Ricardo's just a born sales guy. That I can never be like that. But to hear about when you're first starting out, the fears, that you have, it's like, how do I pay my rent? This is something new. I'm not a salesman, right? I don't know how to do this. Those guys know what, I don't even know what I'm talking about. And then you're learning, and that first year, as I tell everybody, it's the toughest, right? And there's times where you say, man, I may not cut it here. You know, sometimes you might think, well, I might have to throw in the towel, but you say, nope, I'm not quitting, I'm going, I'm not giving up. But you got through that first year, okay? So tell everybody.
Well, to be honest with you, no, not the first year, Rich.
Yeah.
It was the 2 years.
2 years, absolutely, yes.
It was kind of slow for me
Yes,
to get it.
yeah,
But really, my daughter, she's a nurse practitioner. She believes in me. I mean, she's the one who says, Papi, I got my best friends that do this credit card sales and all this. I didn't want to do that. I said, I'm not a salesman, I don't want to do that. But I met with Jack just because my daughter. And she always told me, Papi, you're so good with people. People will like you. Why just go that way, do it. And she really believed that I can make it. You know, she truly did. And my wife also pushed me. So I'm glad that I listened to them, but I'm gonna tell you, every day that I got up in those 2 years, I see people on the board. I wasn't even on the board. I remember about 2 years ago, I started being the bottom.
yes.
You know?
I saw your name creeping up on that list there, yeah.
But just like I did with when I was time manager and DirecTV, that wasn't my goal, to be honest with you. I shared that with Rich, and Rich says, well, you should. You should. He told me that. But my goal was really to make my bills, to make the money to pay my bills. That was my big concern because I got a wife and kids, and my gosh, if I don't pay, we're gonna be out of the house. So that was a lot of pressure. But one thing that I always have is I cannot give up. It's in my nature. I cannot give up. I gotta keep going and doing it. Today, I thank God for that because I'm not there yet. I got a lot to learn. I gotta do a lot of things, but I want to also give back as much as I can.
Absolutely. So you're on your third year, and tell me when the light came that brought you to the next level, the light pole all of a sudden. It's because you're cruising along, you're making a living, you're making a little bit of money, your residual's growing, and as I always say, it keeps getting better, keep going, and all of a sudden you got to like, wow, look at Ricardo, and then look at Ricardo again, look at him now, and that consistency that I talked about earlier. Tell everybody out there the light bulb moment, or what the difference is, like where you're at now and where you were when you first started.
Okay, thank you. Well, I think the light happens when I realize that I can impact people by helping them out. I truly do. I don't compare with anybody that do the business. Everybody does business in many ways, but I can share this with you. My discount rate, my transaction fee are real low. I do really help out the Latino community as much as I can, and everybody else. But I really, truly have good relation with my merchants. I can go back to any of my merchants, they like me, they respect me. If they talk to me that they need help, I will help them. If they make little money, doesn't matter to me. They make big money, doesn't matter to me neither. They are my merchants. And Rich can, he's witness that I really, truly fight for them. You know, sometimes they can afford a terminal. Sometimes the business is not doing well. Sometimes their terminal is damaged and they don't want to replace it because whatever reason is it. I do anything or everything that I can to help them out. So truly, if you want to know, I get referrals too, just because of that reason. I believe they need help. And I don't put myself first, I put them first. If I can help them, I help them. I don't lie to them, I don't tell them stories, nothing like that. And that's how I've been growing with them. So if they look good, I'm gonna look better, and they laugh about it.
Exactly right. That's
Yes.
awesome. And those key words that we talk about, and it's nice to hear a representative, been in the business 3 years, to talk about, don't go out and sell. Don't go out and be a typical salesperson. Don't try to convince people. Don't just try to make a sale and get out of there and never talk to them again. Build a relationship with the merchant. Get them to like you, because if they like you, they're going to listen to you. If they listen to you, they're going to trust you. But it's that magic word that we talk about, help. Don't sell, help the merchant. If you go out and help the merchant and you have integrity, right? And sometimes, you know, it's certainly integrity goes a long way. You got to go beyond just doing the average. You know, sometimes you're out there doing extra. But by doing that, they say, hey, Ricardo, man, I know I can count on him. And then when you do that, when they can count on you, that's how you get referrals,
Yes,
right? So
absolutely.
I know a lot of your business is through referrals.
Yes.
You know, people, to tell everybody how you get referrals out of that.
Well,
Real quick, because we're getting down to the final part of our show.
Okay, let's do it. Oh my God.
We could do another show too. Yeah. But go ahead, real quick. Take about a minute and talk about
It just they say I'm gonna open another business, or my friend's gonna open a business. They talk about me, they call me, and I say absolutely, I'm gonna help you out. And I go there and let them know what's there. It's good to know what is it that we can do. It's also good to know what is it that we cannot do.
Exactly, yeah.
And we tell them the truth, and they appreciate that. I always say, do you want a lie? Do you want me to hide things and make you feel good about it, or do you want me to be truthful and help you?
Exactly.
So it's your choice, and they choose me to be truthful, so I do it.
Exactly, and so the integrity goes a long way. You know, you might as well be honest with them, because if you do that, they're going to say, I trust this person, I trust Ricardo. You're an inspiration, you really are.
Thank you so much.
I always say Ricardo's the type of guy that you
you.
root for and you just love him. He's just a great guy. You never hear anybody say a bad word about Ricardo. He's just absolutely awesome. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you, Rich.
Glad to call you a friend and a brother. You're a true inspiration.
And like everybody else in the company, we love you, Rich. You are an inspiration. You're always there for everybody, so thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Well, thank you for listening to our show and watching our show. Today is God's gift to you. What you do with this day is your gift back to God. Rich Norton, Ricardo, Alfonso, RMS Sales Training and Inspiration. See you next time on the next show. Have a great day. Be blessed.